What's going on, Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. So we're in my grand arena. Let's talk about defense. So my channel is all about trying to help you guys be prepared for when you reach Division 7. It's not about me anymore. I have made a lot of mistakes in the game, and I want to help you avoid them, and that way you're ready to go. When I was coming up in the game, there was kind of no one to help me, to guide me, and oh man, that's what I'm trying to do. So Capital Games has made some changes in Division 7. You've got to have 4 fleets, and then in 3v3, 20 teams, 10 on offense, 10 on defense, of course. So let's get in there and talk about it. All right. So it's not about just having that galactic legend. Now, in Division 7, you've got to have that GL, of course, but then you've got to have at least 3, maybe 4 core squads modded very well. So let's take a look at Ghostface 26A. All right, so I always talk about in Division 7, you got to have 4 fleets. I talk about it all the time in my roster reviews. I'm now going to say 2.5, 3. So he's got 4 leaders that are relict. So he's got 2.5. He's got Finalizer at 7 stars, and he's got Negotiator at 6 stars. That's awesome. So he's ready to go for his fleet. Now let's go to his characters. So he's got that Galactic Legend. He's got Supreme Leader Kylo Ren. But look right after. It's not gas. I always recommend if you get that Galactic Legend, you got to be just full steam ahead for gas. He is the best non-Galactic Legend in the game. But he's got Darth Revan, but look how far down he is. So now, let's look at mods. You guys have got to start working on mods every single day. You know, I know it's hard when you're free to play. That's why I lock mods and I come back and work on them. So with Darth Revan in Division 7 at 217 speed, like that hurts. Like my heart kind of like something stabbed it. Oh, that's tough. 217. So they're bound. Like my R2D2 is faster. All right, let's go look at Commander Luke Skywalker. Oh man, my heart's gonna hurt again. So in Division 7, 211 speed. Oh my goodness. That's not going to work, guys. You guys have got to work on your mods every single day. Okay, so, and then Jedi Knight Revan. So yes, he's got some of the core tunes at 196 in Division 7. Okay, so he's got the core tunes. He's got your JKR. He's got your Padme. He's got Darth Revan. I don't even think he has Darth Malak. Let's take a look, see if he has Darth Malak. So of course, great job with getting a Galactic Legend. I don't even have a Galactic Legend, but my core is so strong, I'm going to show you how I win on defense. So he's got Darth Revan, but he's got no Darth Malak in Division 7. So you guys have got to get your core teams completed. So if you got your Galactic Legend, you know, you're doing very well where you're at now. You're Division 9, Division 8, Division 7. You got to have these core teams completed. So at least Jedi Knight Revan, Padme, you know, your core teams, and then your big team, like your gas. So that with like a CLS, Darth Revan, or CLS or Darth Revan and Darth Malak, you know, they dominate. So he does not have complete score squads. What's the speed on his Thrawn? 219. Oh my goodness. So, all right. So no completed teams. Okay, so let's go back to the board. So this is what happens all the time. So yes, it is awesome to have a Galactic Legend. I respect everyone's grinding the game, and if you have one, that's awesome, but be prepared. So in Division 7, I have to just heavy stack my defense all the time. So up here, I had General Grievous, Palpatine with a super fast Moff Gideon always throws people off. This team always gets at least 1 or 2 holds because he's 323 speed. And if you get Bastard Sean Fall and Emperor Palpatine going, oh man. And then he had to use a great team to take out Padme. I like using 2 squads for the same counter usually. Usually Jedi Knight Revan is a counter for General Grievous and Padme. So you had to use it on one of them. All right, and then downstairs, of course, like I said, nobody has 4 fleets in Division 7. So I've got hot trash back here, an incomplete Malevolent squad. So another thing in 3v3, I made a brain fart last 3 rounds. I beat 2 Galactic Legends round 1, round 2 I won, round 3 I made a mistake. In 3v3, the top is worth more points because fleet, yes, there's 2 back there, but there's 4 teams down here, which is a total of 232. So he just cleared my bottom and didn't even touch the top, and he won off of banners. So the bottom is worth more points. So now you got to have 3 teams here, 3 teams down below, and I had to super stack it. So since he does not have complete squads, how would you get through these three teams? Okay, you have your Galactic Legend. You're going to put it on defense. You know, some people save it for offense, but their core is not strong enough to even go through my front wall. So what do you have that's going to take out these three squads? Super fast Jedi Knight Revan, Grandmaster Yoda's fast, Joe Lee is modded for survivability the way he should be, lots of tenacity. My gas hits like a tank. My CLS squad is super fast, 289. Chupio's 299, 296, something like that. When I set my defense, we'll look at my team more. But in the back, I also set a super heavy defense. I basically had nothing for offense. So when someone has a Galactic Legend, it's going to be boring like this if you don't have a GL. So of course, I clear that Sith Eternal. No, well, sorry, he didn't have Sith Eternal. He saved it for offense, actually. So I couldn't get through this Vader squad. I didn't have anything left. I did a funny TikTok on it. It was hilarious. So I couldn't get through that. So it's kind of how it is. You don't full clear. So I one-shotted everything there. Couldn't get to the fleet. So down below, he had Darth Revan. Like I said, the mods were just not very good at all. I easily took it out with Vader, Thrawn, Watt. It was overkill. It was so easy. So slow JKR squad. I used Jedi Knight Luke. My Hoda was faster than JKR. That shouldn't be the case. So that was easily taken out. And down here, the Bounty Hunters. I think I used Shock T with Echo and 5s, and it was easy. So one shot of that. And then in the back, everyone has hot trash in the back, guys. Everyone does. I usually do. If I don't face a Galactic Legend, I'll put hot trash in the back. But easily went through these squads. You know, had some fun. I used hot trash versus hot trash. But it was kind of just kind of boring. So I want to do something on defense instead. All right, that's Ghostface 26A. You know, no rock on his roster. He's got a Galactic Legend. Good job, buddy. But, you know, my show is trying to help everyone be prepared for Division 7. So I win all the time. So round 2, it's a big difference. Now let's look at his roster. This is where you got to be. So he's got Jedi Master Luke. He's got JKL. I do always recommend gas before JKL because JKL, you got to relic some hot trash. Okay, so he's got Jedi Knight Revan. The mods are much better. 300 speed. Mine's still faster. Mine's 312. So his CLS, they're full Relic 7. It is kind of slow at 250. My CLS is 289. So if he did mirror matches, my squads would probably win. I usually never impress with Jedi Training Ray. 240 speed. That's where I usually said in the last video I did. JKL is great, modded for offense, critical chance. So this is a great Jedi Knight Luke. 10,000 damage. It's kind of like a gas. You know, he's got Padme modded pretty well. All health. Health at 86,000, 257 speed. My Padme is faster. So if there are mirror matches, my teams are going to go first. So his Darth Revan is much faster than the last guy. Oh, no. I thought it was. 254. Okay, so that's not very fast at all. My Bounty Hunters are still faster. You know, his Darth Vader is not very fast. It's 233. Okay. So what I look for when I face somebody is I first look for Darth Traya and Darth Sion. Okay, so he has no Darth Traya. He has no Darth Sion. Doesn't even have Darth Malak Relic. So that means to me that my Geos are going to be a problem for him, especially because his Vader is pretty slow. It was 233 speed. Okay, so let's see here. You guys should be doing this, you know, going through the math of your tunes. So 233 speed plus, let's say 16 for himself, 16 and an 8. He's at 273. My Brood Alpha is 293. That's if you used him, Palpatine, and another Empire. Let's say he used Tarkin Lee, plus 28. He is 1 speed faster, 293, but I don't think he would do that. All right. So then again, of course, he's got some well-modded squads. So I'm going to have to set a super heavy defense, and hopefully he can't clear through it. All right, let's go to the wall. All right. So we'll take a quick look at his fleet real quick. I show you guys everything. The rosters you're going to face. Okay, so he's doing what I always recommend you don't do. So he's doing half Negotiator, half Malevolence. Yeah, you can, but get one of them first to 7 stars. It'll help your fleet arena so much better because it's a long farm. And then he doesn't even have General Grievous relic yet. Got to go full steam ahead for one of them, 7 stars. So he doesn't even have 2 great fleets. Man, I could just set a super heavy defense on fleet, and he wouldn't be able to clear through it. He does see if you see a Wedge and a Biggs and a Hans Millennium Falcon, he's got a great home 1 fleet. So he's got 2 at least. All right. So since he has a Galactic Legend, and his fleet to me is trash, and he probably does know that, he's probably more likely going to put JML up top, and I won't be able to get to it. So I'm going to set a super heavy defense for fleet. Okay. All right, let's do General Kenobi. We're going to do... I do, let me see here. I do have... Looking for Galactic Republic. What am I doing? See, I do have BTL BY-Wing to 7 stars now. Should I set... I'll set BTL BY-Wing. We'll set Anakin 5s. Bring Plo Koon off the bench with Snips, Rex, and I'll put that guy there. No, you know, we'll just three ship. I don't think... I just hope the computer does bring off Plo Koon first. Hope it knows to do that. And I'm going to put Chimera. All right, I'm going to set that. Okay, now I'm going to do... Oh, just hit that. Chromium. All right, now let's set Chimera. Or should I set Malevolence? My Malevolent ships are terrible, so I got to set Grand Admiral Thrawn. We're going to do Bosk, Sunfax, Spy. Okay, Soldier off the bench, Vader. I think that's good. I think I'm trying to save the rest of my ships for... that should be good enough. Did I bring in Boba Fett? No. I'm just going to leave that. Nah. Let's see. Do I save Boba Fett for offense? Just in case he puts GML downstairs. Yeah, we'll set TIE Fighter Pilot. All right. Because my TIE Fighter Pilot does have mods. Let's take a look real quick. I think my TIE Fighter Pilot does. Yes, he's got mods. So it's kind of a decent ship. I remember back in the day, he used to dodge like crazy. All right. So you got to pay attention to your opponent's, roster. Look at their fleet for sure. So he did not have, a 7-star Negotiator or a 7-star Malevolence. So I know for sure he knows that. So I think he's going to put JML up top. I think he would. So, all right, let's set that heavy defense. So the top is worth more, the bottom is worth more points, excuse me. So set your heaviest teams down here. All right. And you guys let me know what you guys are doing for your defense wall. How are you setting that? So we got to do gas. And I do Rex and Arc Trooper because I can hopefully try to get Rex to Rex's aerial advantage. It can be evaded. Be careful with that. And these are fast tuned, so I use those. All right. Okay, now let's set... Okay, now let's set JKR. So this is why you gotta have a super fast Jedi Knight Revan squad. So my JKR is 313 speed, plus he gets like a 30 boost from his kit in 3v3. So that's 343 speed Jedi Knight Revan. That's pretty quick. He doesn't have anything that fast. My Grandmaster Yoda goes right after JKR. My Jolie is modded very well for tenacity and health. I mean, he's got 86,000 health. He does need speed. I wish I could get him faster. The more turns he takes, he reduces his own cooldowns. His tenacity is at 103%. He gets 100% from his kit. That's 203%. He gets halfback critical avoidance. He also gets critical avoidance from his relics. So he's a thick boy. All right, let's go ahead and set that. So you've got to have a super fast Jedi Knight Revan team. You got to, because if you don't have that Galactic Legend, you're going to put him on defense. And he is a very, very tricky squad, especially if he's super fast. Gas, we all know about gas. All right, let's set. So let's go ahead and set CLS. So I like CLS C3PO and Chewpio. I see videos on it. You know, I don't want to go too in depth with it, but it's pretty good. I save Han and Chewie for offense with Lando. This is a pretty sneaky team, especially with. All right, let's set it real quick. So CLS, you know, you've got to get him to go fast. I wish I could go faster, but the mods I have now is as fast as I can get him. So it binds all things. He gains 10% turn meter whenever he inflicts a debuff. He inflicts 2 debuffs with his basic. And he passes turn meter to the rebels. So 4 offense because Chewpio takes offense from CLS. So I've got him at 289 speed. Critical damage at 202%. Potency 87%. He even gets 40% from his kit. Offense is at almost 8100, and he crits all the time. So he's really good. And then Chewpio being super fast at 295 speed. Usually that's pretty quick, and it's very hard to outspeed him. He goes first, does the shining distraction, puts out blind. If they resist it, it turns into turn meter. So he gets the team going. I do wish I can get C3PO quicker. I've had to move some of his mods to other tunes. So I've got him at 248. He does get 20 from his kit. It says 268. That's terribly slow. I wish I could get him closer to 300. But his potency is good, 125%. There's so much resisting in the game. All right. I do have it set up to where in 5v5 guard is on CLS. That's most important. Just go ahead and set CLS squad. So that right there, guys, is pretty tough to get through. So you've got to be prepared. So in 3v3, if you have that Galactic Legend and no core, how are you getting through these 3 teams? All right. Now, in the back. So I'm going to give him the top, but I still wanted to make it a little tricky to where it kind of forces him to go to the top. It's kind of like what I did last time. So up here, I like to put 2 of the same counters that people use. So JKR for this squad. And then General Grievous squad, because General Revenue is used for both of those teams. All right, so we're going to do General Grievous. Okay, Magna Guard, B2 Super Battle Droid, and then, all right, what else we can put up here? So let's see. I don't put this team up front because it's a slower team. I like to save it in the back. It's kind of like a dagger in the heart kind of a thing. So this is why I always check my opponent to make sure they do not have a Darth Trey or a Darth Scion. If they do not have that, this is a super tricky team. It will definitely cause your opponent to pull maybe a Vader, but his Vader, unless he uses Tarkin, cannot outrun my Brood. So let's go ahead and set. No, we'll save that for the back wall. Yeah, we're going to save that for the back wall. So that's tricky enough right there. So let's put... All right. Do I put a fast team? That's why I kind of like to put a fast team. Like, I'll see that for the back wall too. Let's do something silly like this Beskar team right here. Let's do that. All right, so that'll definitely trick him to probably, I guess, go to the top. And I've got my 2 best fleets back there, so I probably could have saved Padme for the bottom. So if he goes to the top, he's gonna have a hard time getting through my fleet. So now we go down below. And since he does not have Darth Trey, Darth Scion, these bugs are gonna be very difficult. So this is why I always talk about you've got to get Vader's speed to the point. Do the math. So Brood Alpha, I'm trying to get him over like 300 speed, like 310, 315. I have him at 293, and that's probably the best I can do with his mods. So 293 is pretty quick, very quick. So even if he used Tarkin, I thought he had 292, it would be a tie of speed. I wonder who would go first. So Brood Alpha, and then I have his tenacity at 124%. He gets a 60% boost from his kit. So Vader cannot apply debuffs to Brood Alpha, so he cannot Culling Blade him. All right. So I'm going to set that in the back wall. That's going to be tough right there. That's going to be like a dagger in the heart. Now, I do hear that people cheat in Grand Arena. I wonder how that's even possible. Has anyone even countered something like that? All right, then let's put this fast team right here. So Dooku is quick. At gear 12, he has 293 speed. I did have Nuke gun rate at like 280, but I've had to take mod. You always move mods around, guys. I'm at 274. Now, Dooku's going to go into Makashi and give Nuke gun rate speed. And then B1 Battle Droid, we all know that thing is insane. So I don't have all his mods 6 dotted, but I've got 2 spots offense. That's almost 8,600 with 76% critical chance. That's hitting pretty hard. Let's go ahead and set that. All right. Now let's go ahead and set. All right. What else am I going to set? See how I have it on to the left? 3v3 defense versus GLs, because that's all I face. All right. This is a heartbreaker team right here. This is a thick team right here. Bastila Shan with both old Bens. So they both taunt. Old Ben, if you take his taunt away, he taunts again. I have that Zeta. And we all know General Kenobi's a thick wall, and Bastila Shan just gives them protection up. Oh, that's a headache right there. It's usually a timeout team. It requires your opponent to pull a really, really good squad. Now, sometimes I'll put Jolie instead of Old Ben. You know, I did try Hoda. My good buddy Wargamer Commander recommended Bastila Shan, Hoda, and General Kenobi, but I need Hoda with JKL. So the bugs, that's going to be a headache right there. All right. And then what else are we going to put? Then we'll do this fast team right here. So we all know about the shock stuns, the ability blocks with Bastila Shan Fallen, Emperor Palpatine, Moff Gideon with 323 speed. If you have to use a team that you can't take their Terminator away, and in the back wall, you probably used it already. So 323 speed. He's got nothing that's that fast. So that's why I highly recommend you've got to have a good core squad, guys. So how are you beating this on defense? You've got to have these good core squads. Now I'll just show you my offense before we get out of here. Let's go back to my roster. All right, 3v3. All right, so offense. I've got Enfys Nest. There's going to be something where I'm going to use her for. She's one tune by herself. Then I've got JKL with Hoda, trying to get his speed quicker with Ayala. And then I got Shock T with the rest of the clones. You should always have several forms of a Vader team. I just use these two mainly for Darth Revan Encounter, Thrawn, Vader, Shore Trooper, or this is my favorite squad, Vader, Thrawn, Wat Tambor. My Thrawn's 330 speed. Your Thrawn should be super duper fast in Division 7. He is amazing. To be able to pass Terminator to whoever you need to start that party, or fracture your opponent's best tune, 330 is kind of quick. I hope I can get him to like 340, 350. And then, of course, Lando, Han Solo, and Chewie. This team is going to take out a team quickly, because Lando, if people don't know about that, Lando gives Rebels and Scoundrels 15 speed and 29% critical damage. When you're giving that much critical damage to Han and Chewie, wow, watch out. That's a great team. It's a very fun team to use. And then Darth Trey and Darth Sion. Everybody puts bugs on defense. Everybody. Even I did. So Darth Trey, easily for bugs. And then I get this little bounty hunter squad. If I don't put it on defense, I used the Aura Singh Grief Mandalorian. I tried that on the Vader, and I was like one turn away from disintegrating Vader. One turn, literally. One stun. If I would have got it, I would have won that battle. And then you got Poggle, Jordica, Django. They failed. And that's about it. I have just trash for offense because I have to set a super heavy defense. All right, guys. So that's what I'm trying to help you with. If you get that Galactic Legend, try to make sure you have a super balanced roster with some good, completed core squads. All right, guys, I'll have more videos like this to come. I love Grand Arena. I want to help everyone out. If you guys enjoyed it, blast that like button. Keep on sithing. Until next time, Darth Kimchi signing out.